by Kas Solangi, and today is with me Mr. Aziz Ali Teevno Sahab, and he's our best teacher of English language, and he teaches us about English language, speaking, reading, writing, and other skills. So thank you first of all, Sir Mr. Aziz Ali Teevno Sahab, and I hope you will be fine. And today, I want to ask about the education system, like related English language. Many students say, "Oh, sir, English is very tough and it's very difficult." So, tell me about the what's the English language and how we can improve their skills.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul Qadeer. Thank you very much for just, I think, inviting me over here to just, I think, reply about your questions. Really, it's a very nice thing that you are just going to do over here. So just I appreciate you for that purpose that you are asking me a little bit about education and about especially English language. So dear guys, me Aziz and Teevno, I am a teacher. Last couple of years, I have just started to create charm and harmony among the students. Therefore, I've just started to just build up the confidence of my students. You can observe Mr. Qadeer, several God-gifted minds who are living at the rural areas and cities and towns who don't have such guideline where they can just promote their confidence. But I just felt this thing that our God-gifted students were really clever and really intelligent, and they are confidenceless from the rural areas they come. They feel a lot of shyness, scariness, and nervousness every time.
Of course.
So I just thought in my mind how to just remove this dullness and convert this into just the cleverness. So I started this system to introduce the new system, how to just I think build confidence among the students. So English language, English speaking, it's really fun. It's a really charming, really interesting. It's a power. When any person stands before the people and they start speaking English, he is day by day confident. So is the confidence going to develop in any student? If confidence increases in any student and promoted the student confidence, he can learn each and every subject easy way. But unfortunately, if you just visit our city Tarusha, in our city Tarusha, I will not find about 2% people who are interested to build up the confidence of the students. So they are only wasting the time. They every time call the students, say the students, you should learn grammar rules and memorize all this vocabulary, do this, do this, do this. A student feels a lot of burden in his mind every time he's targeted with the burden. So in this regard, a student feels very difficult. Like take an example of myself. When I was in class metric and first year inter, I requested several teachers to just teach me how can I just be able to speak in English. But the teachers guided me that oh, you should only and only focus on the grammar. If you will just focus on the grammar about 4 or 5, 6 years, then you will automatically be a good speaker and fluent speaker. So this is a very stupid thing. I don't like this thing. This thing is totally against the speaking of English. Why? Because I want to just promote my confidence. But the teacher is going to just like give me grammar rules. So whenever in the past time when I was just going to started speaking in English, every time I was thinking in my mind that what type of sentence I will have to speak. Whether I will use over here is, aim, are, was, were, shall, will, what should I use? In this regard, my confidence was, and maybe it was going into big word. And I was not promoting my confidence, right? Because every time I was thinking in my mind that what should I just use over there? What word I will use over? Because all these grammatical rules, they were flowing in my mind. And I was not able to be just, I think, a good speaker. But at that time where I just, I think, realized that I want to just polish the talent of my students. So I started my students teaching English speaking. English speaking has its own power. Anybody who can speak in English in a better way, he can learn each and every subject. Maybe your physics, chemistry, maths, biology, whatever subjects you want, just learn. It's all about English. So if you know better English and you are confident, you can overcome all your difficulties and problems in easy way. So this is my little bit answer for your question. And education, you asked me a question about education. Education is not preparation of life, education life. So dear guys, education is life. Let's suppose my students who came over here for the learning purpose means I am just related to their life. If I will just treat them well and teach them well, they can be a noble figure of our society. But if I will just, I think, waste their time and they will be not be good citizens and good figures of a society. In this regard, education is a life. Education is a way of success. Education is very important, very compulsory for both male and female. So education is our life. So we should, I think, promote our students, our youngsters in a better and good and proper education, where they can just survive in the society in an easy way. Now you see this is the condition of our country, Pakistan. Day by day, the robbery, the corruption, deceit, and several of the diseases, terrorism, and some of the diseases are going to spread over there. It's why? It's because of ill education. We people are said to be illiterate. Even Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came in this world is Innama Bast Mullama. He announced that I am as a teacher. I came to you to teach the lesson of life, how to live life. Even the Quran believes that the life of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is a model example for you to follow. But we people are said to be away from this true education and we are living as a greedy life. Even life is very short, maybe 60 years, 65 years, very less life. But we people are said to be away from the education. Day by day, we are greedy, 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 and we are away from the education. So it's the right time to wake up from the deep sleep and we just, I think, have just good education to our children. Let's suppose you take an example of the world people, Jack Ma. You better know about Jack Ma. Jack Ma is said to be now, I think, is a billionaire. Nowadays, he's the very richest person in the world. But in the beginning, what he was? He was very poor. He was searching for the job. He was rejected maybe about 30 times for the interview. He wanted just, I think, get a job in the police and several of the little bit departments, but he was rejected. And everybody rejected him. He was a little bit disappointed and said, he just thought, what should I do now? I am rejected again and again. But he just, I think, made his hopes. And today, he is the richest person in the world. Barack Obama, when he was 2 years old, his father left him. His mother guided him. So this is all about the education. This is all about the blessing of the education. In my country, little Tarusha, city Tarusha, town Tarusha, I unfortunately say that the people are not very interested in English. So I just request them, dear guys, dear students, this is my message for you. If you want to do something great, you need to be, I think, aware about the good and fluent English speaking. So I have just started my academy at Abdullah High School, Tarusha. If you have any problem in English speaking and science subjects, physics, chemistry, maths, biology, or any other matter, if you are preparing for the test, IBA test, NTA test, or whatever the test is, if you want to search for the job, contact me, join me. I will support you. I will help you to get the good and proper job. So this is my little bit question, answer for your question. Now further, what you want to say, you can ask.
Sir, also I am interested in English language. Since 16 years, I am learning about the English language rules, grammar, whatever I have learned already. Then I'm not able to speak a lot of speech is something else. Then how to improve listening and speaking starting? How can I start my speaking?
So, dear, you have just asked a good question. According to that good question, I think if you are just sitting at your home, maybe, or you are wherever you are, okay, you have mobile phone. Mobile phone is your best teacher. So you should switch on the mobile phone and try to play any video in English and try to listen it again and again. Maybe in my rural area, in my village, several students who are listening cricket commentary. So when the cricket match is going to play over there in the television, every time they say, "Oh, the ball is in the air," and they are repeating the sentences. So this way, you can just improve your listening, and your ears are said to be your best teachers. If you listen more and more, means several words will be collide with your ear, and they will be as they fix your mind. Now, if you will just try to speak, your listening is better. You can speak in a better way. Let's suppose when you are a little baby and you are not able to speak your mother tongue, native language, how did you learn this? You, I think, watch other people, surrounding people who are living with you, maybe your mother, father, brother, sister, whatever, okay? So everybody was speaking to you and your ear was working over there and you are listening all these sounds, and after listening, you just repeated the sounds like amma, baba, and several sentences. So this is the basic thing that you should improve your listening. Then try to speak maybe correct or incorrect, doesn't matter. Because it is better saying that fake it till you make it. If you try to just speak maybe fake, doesn't matter. This fake style will, I think, help you, support you to be a good speaker. And try to create the environment. If you're living at home, school, college, university, wherever you are, you should try to create the environment. And try to make your friends who can speak with you in English. In this regard, you can just, I think, promote your listening, your speaking, and each and every department.
Sir, also I try to speak in English language, but something I think wrong. Because when I start my speaking with my friends, with my cousins, they also laugh at me. I guess them and I feel nervous.
So don't worry. Let's suppose if your cousins, your relatives, they are speaking their native language, maybe Sindhi language, our Sindhi is native language. So you can see how many mistakes they are going to make, grammatical mistakes. So we should laugh at them? No. Why? Because it's a language. We people are communicating with each other by the help of the language. If whatever I say in English to you and you are understanding me, you are getting me, means it's enough. So in America, if you go to America, idioms and slangs are going to be used over there. Let's suppose they say what's up, they say awesome. So what's the meaning of awesome? There's nothing in the meaning of the awesome, special meaning of awesome. But WhatsApp, these are the modern trends. So maybe several slangs and idioms they are spoken at America. So can we laugh at them? Should we laugh at American people that they are just, I think, stupid one and they are not following the grammar rules? No. Why? Because it's a language, it's a communication. So by the communication, we can speak correct or incorrect, doesn't matter, but we need to try our tempo more and more so that we can just, I think, be confident. So slowly and gradually, if you will just start this practice, you will be, I think, master. And try to make a habitual your tongue. And you should try to speak every time. You see Indian little students, they are fluent speakers, English speakers, they are speaking in a better way. But in country Pakistan, maybe our cricketers who are the age of the 40 years, 43 years, 44 years, they are hesitating to speak English. Why? Because our Pakistani players who are just, I think, not trained, their environment not given to them. But Indian, they are given the environment from the childhood. So try to just, I think, continue this practice and you will be one day a master in the field.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So this was a little bit introduction about English and about education at Tarusha and about English speaking. So dear students, you are said to be precious diamonds and you are really, really talented and God-gifted one. If you have any problem in English speaking and science subjects, so you should join me 24/7 every time I'm available at Abdullah High School, Tarusha. This is my, I think, promise to you. If you will join me, you will learn in a better and confident way. So thank you very much for watching.